Nature is a fountain of inspiration and exercises an auspicious influence on man. Her motherly presence promises happiness, glory and prosperity. Since the beginning of time, the enigmatic beauty of Mother Nature captivated the human mind. Out of the desire to imitate the wondrous beauty, aesthetic creations germinate. The magic of spider's web is said to have inspired weaving in Manipur. Weaving is the privilege of every traditional Meitei woman. Meiteis believe Le Marel, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, entrusted weaving on the women to ensure the well-being of the society. Young girls are initiated at a tender age. In the early days, proficiency in weaving was an essential bridal qualification. Kwang is the indigenous loom of the Meiteis. It is mostly used for weaving Maik Naibi Panek, a special loincloth for women. Striped pattern of Maik Naibi bears resemblance to a local snake. This panek serves as the identity mark of Meitei women in their social life. Exquisite embroidery decorates the border of this special loincloth with motifs that bear cultural significance. It is believed the tradition of weaving ensures peace, tranquility and development. The sacredness of thread in Meitei society is evident from its use during Lai Lakhotpa, the invocation of the gods. Lai Harauba is the most important festival of the Meiteis. It represents the traditional socio-moral world of the Meiteis based on mutual partnership and respect between the sexes. It is believed the celebration of Lai Harauba leads to prosperity, happiness and self-realization. Pam Yanba dance is testimony to the esteemed position weaving has in the culture. It enacts the entire processes of weaving, right from the cultivation of cotton to the offering of the cloth to the gods. The introduction of fly shuttle was a milestone in weaving history of Manipur. In no time, it became the most widely used loom. Meitei women progressed a great deal with the increase in productivity. Instead of weaving for her family, she started weaving for the markets too. Some took to weaving as full-time, while others on a part-time basis. According to Handloom Census, Manipur is the fourth largest handloom industry in India. It has over 270,000 looms and provides employment to more than 350,000 people directly or indirectly. Besides exclusivity in weaving, women also play a major role in agricultural activities. In fact, they form a sizable workforce of agriculture. But this is not all. The entire household activity revolves around her. She performs her multiple roles with only a smile. In addition to the valuable contribution, there is yet another dimension. Mera Paibe, or torch bearers, are unique women's groups to root out social ills and safeguard traditional Manipuri values. Women are thus able to develop a power base and group solidarity in the society. Toy is a typical young Meitei girl. Like any young girl her age, one would expect Toy to revel in the joy of being young. Yet Toy is already contributing her bit to her family. Motherless girl with an aged father, she shoulders the responsibility of her family. Not only does she earn the livelihood of her family, she also runs a small-scale weaving industry. Weaving is a year-round pursuit in Manipur. It provides great economic advantage to women. Throw shuttle, locally known as Pang Iong, produces finer and uniform fabric by allowing more control to the weaver. Artistic designs are created using extra weft technique. Weaving as an art is at its best on such looms. Of the various designs, the pointed triangular border design is the most popular motif.
Manipur seasonary ba khoi pijon singa si magi tongan ba hiram kaya da khoi na masi sine dun lai khara mana seliba mi durgi magi status takal sinai adagi amarom dana mo khoi na dharma karma magi ritual ga yamna sumari rena na khoi phongdok pon sijine ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯁꯊꯦꯇꯤꯛ ꯁꯦꯟꯁ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯇꯤꯚꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯙꯔꯃ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯔꯤꯆꯨꯋꯦꯜꯒ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯂꯩꯅꯩ ꯁꯝꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯐꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯡ ꯐꯤꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯐꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯇꯨꯝ ꯇꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ 13th centuryꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯄꯥꯈꯪꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯧꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯡ ꯐꯤꯅ ꯀꯧꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ 13th centuryꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯐꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯆꯠꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯡꯈꯩ ꯐꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯈꯪꯅꯔꯦ ꯑꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯗꯅ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯣꯇꯤꯚꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯏꯔꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯦꯁꯊꯦꯇꯤꯛꯁ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯜꯆꯔꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯖꯤꯌꯁꯂꯤ ꯕꯦꯖ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯔꯛꯄꯅꯤ.
Most motifs are abstract representation of the ancestral god Pakangba. The head portion is recreated in the headgear Samjin, while Ningkham represents the tail. Khoijao was the first embroidery work. This pattern was popular until the introduction of Khoi or Khoibi design. The 8 figurines inside the circular frame represent seeds of fruit. The innermost circle symbolizes the pitcher. Tenga separates the circular frames. The 2 crescent figures represent the moon. This motif is taken as fertility, prosperity and good luck symbol. The pattern on the cross-section of timber is reproduced in the Hija Mayak motif. This motif is not worn on auspicious occasions. Patterns on the ventral side of Pakamba is represented in the Kamu or Kamen Chatpa. Subtle needlework embodies the bridal lace of a princess, while the lace of a commoner is less elaborate. The Yensin motif lace identifies noble men and women. Animal and floral motifs on this offering cloth signify royalty and progress. Fish and animal motifs signify prosperity. Floral designs decorate the gallantry reward shawl called Shafi Lanfi. These motifs are of Shami Lanmi Fi reward shawl. The abstract motifs of heavenly bodies represent the supreme power of the king. The dresses of the Meiteis are quite unique. Children adorned this attire on their first feeding ceremony. Casual wears for the traditional Meitei women consist of a loincloth called panik and a wrapper or inafi. Kude is the loincloth for man, worn only at home. On wedding and formal occasions, women wear the exquisite Wangke Fi with Mayak Naibi Panik, while men don plain white loincloth called Paijom with a white pamyat. A special wear is prescribed for the bride and groom on the day of the union. Married women wear panik in the Fidol Chinkatpa style. On ceremonial and festive occasions, the noblemen wear the Kamen Chatpa with Ningkham and Kwangset as overgarments. The moral idea of simplicity and humility is reflected by the use of white attires on solemn and devotional observances. Black attires depict bravery and cruelty and are reserved for warriors and executioners. Like everything else, weaving also needs a good and sound starting. Expertise of an older woman becomes a must during this all-important stage. It is an art that requires patience, perseverance, discipline and character to master it. It is the most painstaking and subtle phase of weaving. This cloth is to be woven with 900 strands of thread. Each strand is to be passed through a specific heel. When all the strands are passed through the heddle, they are passed in pairs through the reed. With the reed in its harness, the warp is tied to the cloth beam. Warp beam occupies its place. Rods are inserted between the banks of the warps to enable weaving by center shedding technique. For smooth and easy weaving, starch is applied. After hours of relentless effort and dedication, weaving begins. Weaving has reached a high level of accomplishment, and its continuation as a profession or as a work of art is attributed not only to the economic factors alone. Meitei textiles, both traditional and modern, with distinct patterns and color combinations, not only serve as cultural artifacts, but are also in great demand for their exquisite nature and utility. Finer fabrics with newer designs are the preference of the day, and the front runner is Rani.
Imana design mayam je haptana saba hauki hawgadudagi mayamna yam pamnarakudagi ithandana saba ngamdana imanaba adagi ithaki ahan ikhagi angang kayamdasu aina sanjai design singje sumain taw adu tawina taktan tiktana adagi mayamna saba phije aingonda pukhale aina yole sum yonbadagi mayam sum kaino tawbadagi di adum aise lalombi ma woigre Pisalon sa je yamna kanai na imadi khanje Manipur chawkha naba matiang amasu woi adagi mayam mapalam na su yamna pami koi phije imung kaya amasu phi sabasina hingnari.
Vegetable dye was the only dye used in the early days. Various colors were obtained from leaves, flowers and barks. Earlier, it was the woman who did the work of dyeing. To the Meiteis, colors are not just hues to catch the eye. Colors also have cultural significance. Yellow is associated with innocence and expresses freshness. Blue is the color for the unfortunate. Red signify prosperity, courage and good luck. Green conveys peace and growth. Women enjoy extraordinary place in the Meitei society. All internal trades and exchanges are being managed by them. According to legends, goddesses took charge of the market to bring peace and harmony. Women maintain this tradition as they are considered descendants of Ima Leimarel. Handloom products have a wide market not only in Manipur but also outside the state. Traditionally, a Meitei woman weaved only for her household. Soon, she realized weaving could be a reliable source of income. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship began between the vendor and the weaver. Subsequently, women could contribute substantial share to the household income. There's been changes in the operation with the entry of a new player, the trader middleman. Traders brought in capital and commercialized the handloom sector. He provided the weaver with yarns. Weavers in turn brings him her merchandise. The average weaver is quite satisfied with this arrangement. However, it is sad to note their earnings do not commensurate with that of the trader. Despite many hurdles and limitations, handloom products continue to enjoy wide popularity. Demands for hand-woven saris brought in sophisticated looms. Realizing the commercial potential, the Ministry of Textiles established a Weavers Service Center to impart training and help the weavers in their trade.
I'm here at this Weaver Service Center in Imphal as a trainee, as I'm interested in business dealing with the handloom products, as I want to export it out of the country like UK, Australia and New York, as there's a lot of demand there.
Entrepreneurs like Bimolata are experimenting with the traditional motifs and have found many new and creative usages. Nets, bed sheets, bed covers, cushion covers, table mats, table covers and designer wares. After long, lovely affair of hearts, the creator and the created have to be separated from each other, like the clouds in the sky. Together this moment, dispersed and separated the next moment. Things are made this way. The parting gift reminds the bride of loved ones she has to leave behind.